Now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught. Ha! I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this. Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
'Tis not our place to hurry.
We might scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Well met. Glad to see you in good health. The tyranny of the Queen Regent's faction knows no bounds. I had intended to endure it. I'll be honest with you, as the Dragon's Flame has devastated. When I mentioned as much in a letter I had smuggled to Ulrika, she told me that the village she's staying. Only problem is how we're going to get past the soldiers. Perhaps if we could reclaim the stolen weapons, or alas, we villagers are kept under
It stands to reason that the soldiers will have stored the confiscated weapons somewhere in the village.
Understood. Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
After you, Arisen?
I beg of you. That's enough.
Hail! I've not forgotten what you did. Help. Our weapons are being kept in yon storeroom. With those cowards.
Say, mayhap we could distract them. Then someone could...
Are you mad? We're simple, but... I suppose someone's got... All right, how's this? We'll draw the guards' attention, giving... You'll do it then? Right!
What do you think you're doing here? Halt!
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but... This is the place where you awoke to your destiny, Master, if you'll recall. The memories we made here shall never be forgotten.
Stop this! I beg of you. Nowhere to go.
Fire upon you!
How are you faring? Have you been able to procure any weapons for us? You've reclaimed our weapons. Well done, sir. I am certain the other villagers shall be glad to arm themselves with their weapons of choice. My thanks. I'd wager we stand a fighting chance now. The time...
With this, the people of Melve can make their escape. I do worry for them, but we ought to quit this place ourselves.
I've got you cornered. Don't fret. Where's me?
Wait here. I'll rush the enemy to give you an opening.
Charging in with reckless abandon is more likely to end in your injury than that of our foes.
True. And green wearish doesn't come cheap.
Hold your ground. Do not let our foe approach. Have courage!
No mercy!
Let my magic grant you an elemental doom.
This cannot be. We must withdraw and regroup.
You have my gratitude for aught you've done on our behalf. If I were you, I'd leave this place. At any rate, this is where we part. If I were you, I'd leave. At any rate, this is where we part ways.
Where are you going?
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Where are you going?
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
Success. Our foe hasn't even noticed what's been pilfered.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Words worth hearing.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way.
Speaking of which, the pawns in this party are women all.
And yet no two of us are the same. One Wakestone shard is a mere rock, but combined they can work miracles.
We must take care not to throw it away by mistake. unwelcome for an ally to appear for once. By the might of my magic, I shatter the heavens!
Risen has been drenched.
Might there be aught over there? Just finding me. Might there be aught over there?
Wasn't much of a reprieve. This obstacle shan't get the better of us. There must be a way to remove it.
Ranged attacks are my specialty, Master. I expect you'll be wanting my assistance.
Come to think of it.
Arisen, this is where you learned the fundamentals of combat and formed your pact with the Pawn League.
I've got wares of every ilk. Hope to see you again ere long.
Stepped in it.
Gathering materials makes for dull work.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation, come see me any. Do come again.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
Nodding off where I stand. partake of this shift.
A ladder, is it? How convenient.
Ah, excellent find.
These really are hidden.
I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off. For a moment there. My bed.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings, and if you'd like to... change your vocation, come again.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Arisen! I knew you loved this world too much to leave it.
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and...
My talents lie in combining materials, and
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings, and if you'd like to change your vocation, come see me anytime.
You shan't hear me complain about an early repose.
I return.
Should we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Well,
Hard as stop. Tossing at our other parts.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Fine. Should have said this.
I'll have you back on your feet in no time at all.
It is generally used as a material.
different combinations of materials result in different creations. Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
This is rather thrilling. Just finding... these beasts.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed. This is rather thrilling.
I'll take any chance.
I suppose I ought mention this as well. The pawns in this party are women all.
And yet no two of us are the same. Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it? Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Ice's sting is yours to wield.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Materials are all well and good, but surely there's aught else we could collect. An unlikely location for a path. Mayhap it leads to a hidden hoard of treasure.
I've a feeling 'tis best left untravelled. Am I the only one?
Just finding these. While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way. Might there be aught over there?
Let us ponder how best to proceed. It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
A hidden path? I suppose there will be monsters lurking beyond it.
I've a feeling 'tis best left untravelled. Am I the only one?
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
I shan't let this disgrace go unanswered for.
We must endeavour to watch each other's backs.
Welcome. There's been talk of a mysterious structure rise. From the sea, you know where to find. Gotta be somewhere to make some quick call. I'm in no hurry to leave.
I don't tell Harvey.
Need anything?
Don't think I'll stand for this.
To break the law is to be thrown in jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then we'd best keep some coin on hand to ease our potential warders' suffering and make them an ally to our cause.
Need anything?
Many thanks. Anything?
For a song, it loves. Lots to do.
I'll have an early supper. Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
As a matter of fact, I must find it. Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
It's been a hard day.
There's been talk of a mysterious structure. Rising from the sea. I'm not sure.
You know where to find me.
Welcome and well met.
I'd like a quiet life. To a ripe old age.
To break the law is to be thrown in jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then we'd best keep some coin on hand to ease our potential warders' suffering and make them an ally to our cause.
I shall be on top
I lament this calling I've chosen at times.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Not for it, but to cut my teeth in a real battle.
Why is everyone always in such a hurry?
If I sleep on my word, I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles.
Thankless job, this. At least my back's not acting up today.
I've got to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
I've trained for this.
If anyone will notice if I stay here a bit.
Very well, but pray do not make me wait over long.
I shall take this opportunity to observe our surroundings.
No one would bother with a wretch like me. If 'tis refined you want, go find some noble tart.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty. Lest you forget, 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
Life's been pretty kind to me, come to think of it.
will the wind blow me today? Where was I bound again?
Suppose I
These old bones.
Each day is the same as the one afore.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason. Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Clean away this place. Lots to do.
You stop and have a look. I've wares of every
feeling eyes on the back of my head.
Best check my stock before
This is where I came
Ho-ho!
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
I keep feeling eyes.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here. I'm well aware. Now,
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
'Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Aye. Tellings, her ties to this figure from the neighbouring country have a romantic tint.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Only person I believe in is myself.
See that every day.
I imagine my master would faint were I to return beyond the rift with it.
We must rest, though the sun...
Should we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
Come to test your wits. Seeker's tokens, and yet where was it that you... Ah, I see I needn't... Well sought and well found. I trust it was a pleasant jaunt. Five riddles. Perhaps you expected more. Though constant, this world may... And so, the time is good for now.
A result to be proud of. Those are like to use the dark against us.
Not half bad.
two places of interest.
Well, so dearly did you love our game that you have sought me out again. Let us resume at once. I too have grown rather engrossed.
A resounding success. Now we should be able to transport ourselves here at any time, so long as we've a ferry stone with us.
How easily the mind unravels. Some say it's pain that does it best, others darkness. But I say neither. Rather, I say a mind cannot be more soundly broken than when it beholds its earnest efforts laid low in a single stroke. Could you survive such despair? Here, I have an amphora destined for Sir Moritz in Batal. Deliver it to him, but beware, it's rather fragile. I do hope your struggle will amuse.
Ferry stone in hand, we can travel wheresoever we please.
We must save it for a time of dire need. this the end? What should we do?
Prepare for battle!
You'll not get away with this!
Let my magic grant you an elemental boon. Success. Our foe hasn't even noticed what's been pilfered.
Am I going to make it?
I'll have you back on your feet in no time at all.
Don't think I'll stand for this. I've had enough.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
How fine!
Looking for all in Sure, folk can get on to spend a little more.
The wise know.
Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
You there. You seem like a learned individual. 'Tis a beast of fearsome indeed. 'Tis said that answering its should the day come that you seek to
As a matter of fact, the pain I experienced... The coronation was beyond imagining. Why are you doing this, Arisen?
Only here may I feel the depths of my own soul.
Surely folk can afford to spend a little
These
more.
townsfolk have fuller pockets. Very gentle scratch on my arms and armor. Oh,
Well met.
I know I've given my life for
I'm sure I can handle this.
Tis said that should the day come that you seek to challenge the beast yourself, 'tis said that should the day come that you seek to challenge...
Here, I have an I do hope you'll struggle.
What in the world were you... Hold a moment. For generations now, my family has been charged with a duty to seek out, to think that it was hidden. Is that why you brought me here? So that I might...
Well, well. Very good. Well, well. The amphora has been delivered. Though I'd hoped to savor your dismay, you shall have your prize all the...
Not bad.
All things considered.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
The port crystal is set, but we'll have need of a ferry stone should we seek to make use of it.
Now, questions beget questions. And my memory fails me, you see. Remind me, and make it plain. Let yonder statues be your means. For every question aptly answered, bring one... Let yonder statues be your means. For every question aptly answered, bring one here. This is your answer? Are you sure of your... My, that's quite a number. And the correct one, no less. I see your... Of course, your erudition shan't...
Mayhap 'twas somewhat overdone, but no matter.
Though ours is a battle of wits, tests of metal are more to your strength. Is that not so? Come, try your arm, though he shall be your opponent. However, bear this ring into battle, that I might gain. And you call this a victory? 'Tis a display of You heeded not your task, but thought only to conquer. And so our game is at an... I'll concern myself with you no longer. Mayhap my next challenger will prove a word till such a one should...
This outcome has left me with much hunger.
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Come to test your wits. Seeker's tokens. Yet where was it? Ah, I... Well sought and well found. I trust it was a pleasant jaunt. As promised, you shall have your prize. Look for it in yon chest. Five riddles have... Perhaps you expected more. Though constant this world... And so, the time has come. But for now, I bid...
A resounding success.
half bad. Well, so dear, let us resume at once. I too have grown rather engrossed.
crystal is set, but we'll have need of a ferry stone. Should we seek to make use of it?
How easily the mind rather. I say a mind cannot be. Could you survive such despair? Here, I have an amphora. I do hope you'll struggle.
This might be worth a read.
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Stone in hand, we can travel wheresoever we please.
We must save it for a time of dire need.
Fire is not its weakness, but its strength. Take the power of ice and turn it against our foes.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
Welcome. And well met. Always a pleasure.
Well met.
I swear I've never slept better.
Time to get to work.
I can't live my whole life looking over my shoulder.
We pawns are mere travellers from beyond the rift. What cause have the Batali to regard us with such hostility?
We must rest.
You there, you 'tis a beast of indeed. 'Tis should the day come that you seek.
Idleness is a luxury I can rarely afford.
What in the world were you think? Hold a moment. For generations to think that it is that why you brought me here? So that I might play?
Well, well. Very good. well. The amphora has been delivered in time, though I'd hoped to savor your
Outstanding.
Though ours is a battle of wits. Come, try your arm. However, bear this ring into battle. Though ours is a battle. Come, however, bear this ring into battle. Show. It seems your mind has to have more than earned your reward.
A resounding success.
Now, questions beget questions. My memory fails me, you see. Let yonder statues be your... Let yonder statues be your means. For every question aptly answered, you may hear my riddles as... Let yonder statues be your means. For every question aptly answered, you may hear my riddles as oft as... Let yonder statues be your means. For every question, you may hear my riddles as oft as you... Let yonder statues be your means. For every question aptly answered, bring one here before me. You may hear my riddles as... Let yonder statues be your means. For every question aptly answered, you may hear my riddles as oft as you please. Let yonder statues be your means. For every question aptly answered, bring... This is your answer? Are you sure? My, that's quite a number. And the correct one, no less. Of course, your erudition shan't go unrewarded. So vast is this world, and full of life, indeed. In the grand scheme, we are as distinct from one another as pebbles. But are these differences so great? If you believe so, this next task should prove exceedingly simple. I seek this man. If men are so distinct, I'm sure you'll find him in a trice.
Good. You return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight. And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
Customer, then. That changes things.
Not sure how much longer I can hold out.
Look as long as you please. Do come again.
It takes two to make a sale, and this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously. We must rest, though the... do. It's a matter of practice, I'm sure.
Akvatal is not a friendly place for pawns. Each gaze we encounter feels more unjustly vicious than the last.
Take heart, for we are fulfilling our duty at the Arisen's side. We have naught to be ashamed of.
Yeah, asking for it.
No shortage of
I'm not risking my life for a pittance.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. Can't let you on till you've paid.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they only travel during the day.
Really now? Make haste if you please. We're setting out.
I'm dead. At least I have my working.
By the might of my magic,
Take the power of ice and turn it against our foes. Success. Our foe hasn't even noticed what's been pilfered. No! The Arisen has been poisoned! Under attack.
That's what you get.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
It shall be done. I am here to aid you, Arisen.
I'm dead tired.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way.
You looking to join?
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but oft do we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot. I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet.
Tomorrow will be no different.
The money is just another opportunity to improve.
You're a right piece of work, you are. Not much has changed.
This looks like a place to live.
Oh, what does this say?
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
You've made yourself an enemy. This ox cart's bound. Can't set off till I've had my...
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they only travel during the day.
This one taken. I will be your shield. Let my magics grant you an element. Boot.
These fiends will be truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. Seems we have embraced our foe.
Bring this opponent next to the fray.
The original quick, dash the
These things have been felt, perhaps a few more for good measure. A battle avoided is a battle won, I suppose.
Where you do not fall prey to the enemy's attack as we pass.
Do as you say.
Bleeding road.
What am I doing to piss me off?
You'll have to do
confidence and cooperation gave us an edge against our foe.
Considering the might of our combined experience, what other
In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
Where are you off to?
If you want to be
You would have me?
He lead. Consider it done.
Take the power of ice and turn it against our foes.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible.
Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
One should think we'll be able to count.
Skeletons, Master!
Holy attacks are our best bet against this foe. I shan't let them harm you. I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Too fast for you!
Meat!
An exemplary performance.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
Got ya! Got ya! Meat!
this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Each to their own.
Rise, raging wings, and scatter our foes!
Appropriate choice arisen. I'll gladly take the lead.
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but the events of the coronation are as vivid in my mind as if they occurred only yesterday. It is most curious that a means of manipulating us should exist, and vexing that it should be in enemy hands.
Blessed be we servants. Perhaps you've a moment to spare, an ear to lend. Are you here by appointment, perchance?
Interested in my wares? Every day.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty, lest you...
Looking to lay your head? We've
Getting proper rest is an...
Pray, keep your voice...
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
So vast is it indeed, in the grand scheme. But are these differences so great? Is this the man I sought? Truly? You are satisfied with your answer? Then I shall weigh its merit. To pluck a human from the faceless swarm is no less a challenge than yet pluck you have. And for that, I congratulate you. And with that, I shall now take my leave.
Not bad.
That will do. Most impressive, I must say. I almost hope that you and I shall meet again. It has been long indeed since I was last so entertained.
Follow me then, unless you doubt my sense of direction.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Here, if you please.